Okay, I think we are live. There we go. So I'm just gonna share this on the Discord, etc. So here is the Discord link. Here is the invite. I will put it in the description afterwards. And now it's time to share the stream. So skip a couple of minutes forward if you are watching after the stream. There you go, everything's sorted. Right, top chat. Let's put that, there is the Discord link already. And let's put a game on. So whoever's early, feel free to type in which club I'm going to play with. Or I can just randomize it. Can do the random FIFA thing. Let me go back. And randomize 3 times. I get to pick any of the 3. 1. Actually, I'm thinking about taking Manchester United. And now, I don't want to play Real Madrid. I've beaten them before. Ronaldo. This is actually a game that's going to happen in real life. Let's see if Manchester United have what it takes to win. I'm going to set it up as I want. Herrera in. Same with Mata. And we'll put Rashford in. Actually, no, we'll play Martial. And I'm going to switch the team to this. So, Mata plays inside. Herrera and Matic, yeah, seems alright. And what about the bench? Fellaini's not going to be on the bench. Lee Grant's not going to be on the bench. I'll put Dallo in there instead of Lingard. There's a wing back. Pogba on the bench. Rashford in there. What about Luke Shaw instead of Rojo? I think so. Yeah. There you go. Okay, let's get into the game. Is there anything I'm missing? Oh, put Shaw in the starting lineup instead of Young. I prefer Shaw. I just prefer to play with these players, so there you go, that's what I'm going for. So one of the things in the demo is that, as you can see there, conversion rate for the CPU is about 50%, and most of the shots were off target, were outside the area, that's what I mean. And that really needs to be nerfed. Like, as soon as they get in the final third, and they get into a good position with a clean look on goal, it means that they're gonna score like 1 out of, actually no, not 1 out of 2, 2 out of 3 to 3 out of 4 go in, and that is just too much. Sometimes shots just go to row Z. Sometimes shots are saved. They don't always go in. So that part needs to be nerfed. Everything else is quite satisfying. The shooting in this game is quite satisfying because it really does feel great when you get it right, and it makes it more tricky. That's what we wanted. We wanted it to be more tricky. And this AI in general is a good AI. Like they can do facial, they can do a ball roll, something like that. A small thing like that. And they're all good. Or they can just cross it in. They either just cross it in or have the go.
It is Manchester United up against
when they have the go, it's just like sometimes it just goes in way too easily. They almost like get it right every single time, the time shooting, and sometimes that is unrealistic. That really needs to be nerfed. But everything else, the passing is more satisfying, the game, the animations for the jumping for the header and the header animations, it looks nice, and the step overs as well. Everything looks more realistic in the skills department. I like the new goalkeeper camera angle. Corners are a bit different as well this year. Not completely different. They feel slightly different because of the header animations and the time shooting. Because of that, so yeah, feels a bit refreshing, the whole gameplay. Valencia. The crossing is not as accurate as you'd think as last year. But this is a really fast-paced gameplay. I have to wait until FIFA 19. I have to get my hands on FIFA 19 to tell you if this is a proper game or not. Because right now this end product is still like a raw improvement, you know, just with all the flaws from last year. It's too quick, and I want to see what the tempo is in the proper game. I hope they fix that, because that's normally the last thing they do. Normally the demos are just pace OP. Hopefully they fix that in time, and they've polished that aspect of the gameplay where midfielders actually mean something. There you go, good ball, Matic. Oh god, I completely forgot about the time shooting bit. And I can take off that. I forgot to take the trainer off. I need to start taking shots without the trainer on. I need to start learning whether... I am getting better and better. It's a gradual progress, but I need to get used to not having that on screen. Because I don't want to have that on screen. It's like a little help. There's been continuity since season 2003-2004. Hey up, Mickey. How you doing?
Second group stage once upon a time, Lee. Well, it did, and simply it didn't work. I think the format now is.
I've seen you join the Discord server.
A bit earlier in the competition.
Created a few days back. Almost like a week ago, if I'm not mistaken. And I wanted to keep it just before the FIFA 19 release date, which is on Friday. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a video ready for that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do another goal compilation. I do have some goals piled up already from Crawley Town. But I'm not sure if they're going to be enough, so we'll have to wait and see.
Technically, that's as close as you can get without it going in the goal.
And of course, I'm not sure if I'm going to get anything ready on the proper Friday, because I'm only going to pick up the game like a afternoon, so not sure if I'm going to have the time to record and edit the whole thing. But if not, I think Saturday or Sunday you will have an episode. If fingers crossed. if everything goes right.
Well, let's see, does he mean business? Valencia sloppy there.
Oh wow, see that shot? Finally, that it's just because I've got the hair in the net that he makes that save. And it's a really tough shot. Really acute angle. The keeper should be doing more than just punching it out there. I know it was a powerful shot. Like, he nearly conceded that. And it's David De Gea. Yes, Sanchez. Oh, good ball to the back post. Good save there by, it's not Buffon anymore, Chesney. Lukaku jumped over the massive Juventus wall at the back. Right, listen, I've said everything I wanted to say. So let's try and enjoy this second half properly. Got the team out, conserved the stamina and everything. Got a good look on goal there in the end of the half. Kept Ronaldo silent, that is new for me. I must be getting better. You've probably seen in the background that I had 4 practice matches. Trying to get that time shooting. Takes a bit of time. Especially without the trainer on. To get rid of the trainer, it's a bit harder.
No difficulties encountered by De Gea.
But we'll get there eventually. And that's part of a new series as well. I want to improve gradually during the series as well. And I want to get used to this part of the gameplay right here when I can. So I can get straight on to getting used to the other part of the gameplay when the proper game comes out. Pjanic now. He has plenty of yes, Luke Shaw. Oh, wow. These 50-50 battles. That was a bit bullshit right there. Good crossing, very good crossing. Fortunately, there was nobody lurking around that far post. The fake shots are tuned down this year. I'm still used to doing them. I need to stop doing that from FIFA 18. They have been nerfed perfectly. They can be accurate, but you have to time them well, and only in specific occasions. You can't just spam it all the time. I don't do it all the time, but it's my go-to skill. So most of the time I end up doing it in a variation or another. So yeah, I need to do that less and need to do the step overs more. Hang on, there's Martial. The roulette spin is more. The roulette spin is more effective. The strength in this game is a lot better. It means actually something, which is fantastic.
Alexandro, Cristiano Ronaldo, and here is Dybala, given away by Manchester United.
Oh wow! Oh wow! That is a goal. No, it's a good save by De Gea. And commentators guessed there at the start. David De Gea keeping us in it. Good save. Not gonna lie, that was a pretty good save. I'm gonna bring on Pogba. And who am I gonna bring on? I think Martial can go to the right. Actually, I've got an idea. Where is the... There you go, Christmas tree formation. We'll play Rashford, Martial and Lukaku. 3 natural strikers. Put the 2 that play on the wing in the inside forward role, supporting Lukaku. Pogba's the driving force in midfield because he's fresh. Herrera's more of the distributor. And Matic is the anchor. We'll bring him back a little as well. Centre mid, but that's the guy that's going to stay back. I actually forgot to do the depth. Yeah, this is the one. We need to be more compact. And we need to stay slightly upfield. I like the fast build-up, wide men. Can be a bit back. And yeah, all sorted. That's the pressure on heavy touch.
Here's a change for Manchester United.
The dynamic tactics feel a lot more satisfying because you have to properly set up the team. But once you do, they play to your accord. They really do. There is Martial. He's tired now. Can't run as he could at the start of the game. There is Matic. Ooh, good effort. Keeper had to carry that out.
Costa. Pjanic. Costa with it. Matuidi. That's a gorgeous
Douglas Costa.
And scope for the cross.
Oh, good save. Very good save. The Gea keeping us in it yet again. Not the best of shots there, to be honest, but still, good save. Oh, and then again. This was a magnificent save, even though he was straight in his face. He was quicker than a rocket. It was an absolute bullet. There is Lukaku.
To the final 5 minutes, and still they're deadlocked at 0-0. They don't normally need a second.
Can't get inside. Martial's really tired now. He is useless going forward. And I'm attacking down his flank, which is a bit stupid. There you go, get it out. Get it inside. Here is Lukaku. He lays it on for Herrera. Waiting for Lukaku again. Here is Pogba. That's passed to him. Valencia. Oh no. That is it. Full time.
Manchester United, they set high standards, but they will have to settle for just a point here on match day 1 in the Champions League.
Well, it's not ideal. You can drop points here and there.
And yeah, do you want to see another game? I've covered everything I wanted to cover in this live stream. And actually, I'll do the journey. I can do one game of the journey. And we'll leave it like that. Get my opinions on the journey as well out there. But as far as gameplay goes, that's everything covered. Shame we couldn't play as Kim Hunter or Danny Williams. It's proper EA stuff, that. Only allowing us to play as the Marcus Rashford wannabe, as we've done for the past few years.
And oh. Lucky you avoided us in the draw, bro.
Oh yeah, I know, it would have been
Need to turn this down, I'm sorry.
glory shattered. I don't know how I could have lived with myself, I really don't.
Moffat.
I watched this time since I've played the journey myself. Do you have EA access, Michael?
Come on, Papers will love that. Brothers on the same pitch.
Yeah, gonna be pretty special. Oh, that'll be Michael.
How's he doing?
He's got the Williams international icon on his books. How do you think he's doing?
Well, tell him I said
Oh,
hi.
that is a shame.
If I'm feeling like it. Alright, bye-bye, mate.
We know this is in late August, so the season is
Alex,
definitely already
there is a
started.
FIFA Say No to Racism event happening in Madrid this month.
I've
and
seen
you've
this
been
cutscene
invited.
anyway.
All the top
Just a
stars
demo.
will be there. Neymar, De Bruyne, Ronaldo,
I'm
in.
Mas. Fun. Next, you have to think about what charity you want to donate to. I'll set up an interview after training to make the announcement.
Right.
And then we seriously have to start thinking about your brand. The photo shoot is only a few weeks out, and we have to have your logo locked in before then.
Way ahead of you.
Oh,
My mum, she's a proper designer, been working at this firm, yeah? I was thinking that maybe she could come on board, do the design.
it's an interesting idea, but perhaps somebody
She's
more
been
versed
around the
in...
game for years, ever since she met my dad. And no one knows me better. It'd be perfect.
I mean, it's a good point there in the cutscene. It's a good trailer if you ask me. But if the journey's going to be like last year or in FIFA 17, then it's just no point. And thankfully it's going to end this year, because especially if it's the same as last year, the main difference in the journey is that you get to play with Kim and Danny Williams. And you don't get to play just as Hunter, because that would be boring as hell if you ask me. Yeah. Last year was just him growing in his career. It felt like a my player career mode on FIFA. And that is not a good thing. I like my player career mode, but as bland as
Alex,
FIFA's version, I'm
come
not going
on.
to play that, to be honest.
Leave them.
I can't wait for FIFA 20 because it's
You play out in the middle.
Oh, come on.
20 years
Those
into
are
a
rules.
new millennium. So if they're gonna change the game at any point, and I do mean at any point, it's gonna be in FIFA 20, because if they don't, that's probably my breaking point, if you ask me. Wow, this passing is ridiculous. Finally I get to... look at this. Skill pass after skill pass. This is disgusting. No looks. Drag backs. Raponas. Heel flicks. Everything. Look at this. Back heels. All sorts of back heels as well. Oh, that final pass. It's a shame that you can't play just as Hunter in the demo, and that you have to play with Hunter Steve. That was like the worst you could do. Because what you should do in a trailer is to tease your audience. Not to just stand there and say, oh, that you can play as this guy and that girl in the proper game. Because we've been playing with this guy for 2 years. No offense to Alex, but I'm kind of tired of seeing his face.
Well, now it is Alex Hunter time. He's going to be deployed as a substitute and getting his instructions from the gaffer, Lee.
Well, can he do something? He's been sat down on his backside for a certain amount of time. Now's his chance to go out there and make a difference.
There we go. And this is the thing, you can't play just as Hunter as you could in the other demos beforehand. Gareth Bale, why not try it? 36 yards out.
And Gareth Bale takes it on.
Good free
And
kick,
the
and
free
De
kick
Gea's got that.
cleanly by the keeper.
And if it's just like last year, as I already said, you have to play 6 times the amount of storyline you get, like, played. Can you imagine, like, a game where you have to play 6 times the amount of storyline you get? It's like you're watching a movie that takes 20 hours and only 2 are really worth your time. Actually, no, not 20, 15, there you go. 15 hours, only 2 are truly telling you something. Oh, good shot, good save. The rest is just you playing games. That is not what you want. Oh, yes. Oh, good save. De Gea is going to be one tough blow to get past. Oh, unlucky. Yes, well played. Oh no. No. What kind of pass is that? I'll take it. Oh, what's a bad ball? Bad decision by me. Here's Mata, Pogba. Back to Mata out wide. Go on.
Now Casemiro.
Oh,
Real Madrid
wow.
have given us away. Alexis Sanchez trying his luck here.
You see what I mean about the time shooting thing?
Why did I shoot from so
Is that you
far
can't
out?
you can't do first time shots with the user like that. Because it's so hard to get the timing right. And the CPU managed to pull it about every single time. And that was an early attempt. That was like one of their worst. I've conceded 1 goal. I think it was in the journey as well. Like, the ball was right there where Sanchez is. They lofted it over. Lukaku heads it down to Pogba. Right there where Lukaku is, he heads it inside for Pogba and he smashes it on the volley in. From about 25-30 yards. It's just ridiculous. The shooting part really needs to be toned down. Last year we were actually asking for it to be nerfed up.
Well, let's see, does he mean business? Bale.
And now it's just too OP for the CPU.
The ball with Luka Modric.
They need to find a middle ground.
This is Gareth Bale. Real Madrid
Oh yes,
moving the ball
play
with
it through
purpose.
Hunter
Can they
doesn't
do
make
from this
good run.
position?
And the pass wasn't that great either.
Luka Modric.
Yes, play it out wide, here is Bale.
Bale. Hunter, what's he going to
The
do?
cutting inside movements don't work as good as they used to do, which is good because it was a bit over. It was a bit repetitive in that sense.
Alex Hunter.
Oh yes, Hunter, the ball in is just so poor. Mate, keep it back a little. Through with the corner.
No nonsense clearance.
Get away, oh my word.
Bale.
Cross it in. That's a good cross. And well timed that header.
Keeping there.
Well, it is his job, Derek. Keep the ball out of the net.
Couldn't get past the hay again though. That ball. Oh, come on, get up, man. Really? That's why the square and the tackle button and the loft ball button shouldn't be the same. I meant to wipe it away, and it just does the slide tackle. Like what? Oh Jesus! What a terrible timing. Thought Modric was going to snapshot that, but no, he took the extra touch and the timing was completely wrong. That's what I mean about first time shots. Sometimes the CPU just doesn't do them for some stupid ass reason as well. So you end up taking the touch that you don't mean to take, and then it's the time shooting that's completely fucked for the second.
do it for tonight. This group stage meeting is over and the points have been shared.
No,
Oh,
no.
Derek, we all come to football
What
to
a
watch
fuck
goals.
fest. We
didn't
haven't
get to
had a
win tonight,
single goal.
But it was an interesting game. I really enjoyed it, actually.
You know what? It shows how inconsistent this game is and how unpredictable it can be. Because I've had goals in all of the other 4 matches. But the games that I'm going to show you on stream are just not good enough for entertaining wise. We had some good looks on goal, we had some shots. They were not boring matches. But they ended up being 0-0 draws.
Wait, you finally had your first taste of Champions League
Yeah,
football.
that's right.
You
Finally.
said it, mate. Finally.
About 3
Champions League is where
3 or
Europe's
4
best
years that
players
the
take
Champions
game
League
to the
should
next
be in
level,
FIFA.
and I'm just so happy to finally be able to get myself
Not that
to
Alex
do
Hunter
just
gets
that.
to play in
So you
it.
feel as though you belong.
Shouldn't be even
Hang on, mate.
associated with FIFA.
Best believe I belong.
But there you
Thank
go.
Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the thing that I don't like about this demo is that they literally take half the screen to say, go and pre-order the game and check out the new features. Like, it's like they are saying to your face, just go and buy the game. Just go and buy the game. And that is really that really pisses me off, because this thing, you can go to EA's website and read this. That's right here. And this, we can go to the PlayStation Store to do this. We don't need this bullshit right here at the screen. And then there's a small thing for kickoff and a small thing for champions for the journey. And then there's your controls, the difficulty, where you can't edit half the stuff. And that is it. There could have been another game mode if you take like all of these 2 out. There could have been another game mode instead of you just promoting your game to rush people to buying it. There you go. That is it for this live stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. And there is my opinion on the FIFA 19 demo. It's definitely a step forward. Don't get it wrong. Even though the company's gonna always be that cock. But there you go. I hope you have enjoyed it regardless. I'm gonna see you all. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a goal compilation just for FIFA 18. If not, it's either gonna be Friday or in the weekend. First episode of Youth Squad Prospects 4 with Morecambe. So yeah. Hope you have enjoyed it. I'm gonna see you all then. And until next time, have a good one, guys. Bye bye.